Our friend Stephen Klobb joins us. Klobby.
Klobby!
Hi, guys.
How are you, Stephen?
Good. I see, Andy, you're still enjoying yourselves.
Top, let me just look at the league table. Yep, still top.
Well, if I
Hold on. There's a mistake here. Yeah, it says Liverpool 4th. Is that right? Have we got the... That is right. Sorry, go on, Klobby.
If I may say something to you now, right?
Of course you may.
In American football, when a team has an opportunity...
In what sport?
In any sport, and maybe in American football. I'm a big American football fan.
Right.
You guys choked last night. Simple as that.
Who
let me just say one thing.
Who choked?
Before you put any music on, let me just
No, we
explain
won't. Sorry, what's the analogy of American football?
American football? What do you mean
why have you mentioned American football to us?
Because when teams get in a position where they either can get into the playoffs or whether they can get into the Super Bowl, they
stay top of the league, do they?
Where they have to take advantage of another team,
right?
Particularly if the other team has maybe lost their quarterback, which happened yesterday with Cleveland and the Kansas City.
What's he talking about?
You have to take opportunities.
Right. What's your point then, Klobby?
The point is, you were playing against a Liverpool team that was lacking in confidence, i.e. Trent Alexander.
Would you say the worst Liverpool, the weakest Liverpool side in 3 years, Klobby?
I wouldn't say the weakest, but I would say we are very much lacking in confidence.
Vulnerable?
We're very vulnerable at the moment. Right. Absolutely.
So go on.
And I think Man United had an opportunity in the second half, no mind about the first half, because that your manager would have seen that. You should have gone for Liverpool because we were.
What should we have done? What should we have done, Klobby, that we didn't do?
You should have gone for Liverpool.
No, but tell me what we should have done. Gone for them doesn't mean anything.
You have Fernandes, you have Pogba, you have a lot of pace in your team.
Yeah, what should we have done differently, Klobby?
Just listen to me, Andy, right?
No, but you're naming names. What should we should have gone for it? What should we have done?
Is you should have changed your tactics and gone for Liverpool.
What should we have done, though?
Well, push up more people.
What do you mean more? But name them. What should we? I mean, like, here's what I'm saying.
Pogba.
Pogba was in the 6-yard box and missed the close range.
Sorry?
Pogba, we did push up. Pogba should have scored.
What I'm saying is you had those opportunities. You had two opportunities.
Yeah.
In American football, you get what you call opportunities.
You get that in anything. You get that in life, actually. You get opportunities in life, Klobby.
Klobby.
You get opportunities in life. You have to take them because you get them later on in life.
We come out with a draw. We're still top.
You guys, if you'd have won yesterday, you would have been 6 points ahead of us. You play before we do, which is
I'll tell you what, Klobby, I'm going to put you on hold because we've got to go to the news. Can you wait and we'll carry it on over the news?
Yeah.
All right, wait there, Klobby. Let's get Stephen Klobb back on, shall we? Hello, Klobby.
Klobby!
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Klobby, we were just saying the worst Liverpool side in 3 years.
No, I wouldn't. No.
What was worse? Name a Liverpool side worse.
I'd have to say, under Klopp in the last 3 years,
we are
Steve.
very vulnerable at the moment because of the lack of Van Dijk and various players playing in the wrong position. We haven't got that pace that we normally have. We don't have the crowd that's behind us. We don't have.
No, does anyone?
Why haven't you got the pace, Klobby? Why haven't you got the pace?
Because Henderson normally plays forward. Last year and the year before, Henderson was bombing down on the right-hand side, helping Trent. He also is very pacey with the ball. He keeps on with the
Steve,
ball.
honestly, Steve, look, I've no doubt that Henderson not in that midfield has played a part. I don't doubt that for a second. But your front three in that final third has got nothing to do with Henderson. They're just off it. The decision-making from Firmino yesterday was poor. Now, he normally makes good decisions. He's normally excellent at that. Salah, Shaw had him in his pocket and he's right. Had Mane up against Wan-Bissaka. Got no change. Those players, this time last year, those three, when they were hitting top form, would have won that game for Liverpool.
You know, I've told you, but I have a partner. And
about who?
She's not Jenny, my partner.
Right.
Lucky Jenny.
She's not a football person.
Jenny Klobb.
Yeah. But I was speaking to her yesterday, and she's really, really spot on what she says. I mean, whatever she says,
I'm leaving you.
Completely spot on.
I've had enough, Klobby. You talk rubbish.
Basically, I said to her, that we don't have any. The team is too slow at the moment, and she said one word.
I'm off.
Which is frenzy. We don't have that frenziness because we don't have the crowd there. We don't have that friends.
no one does,
we
Clobby.
normally play with.
No one does.
I understand what you're going to say, Andy, but
No, I've said it.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
It's no coincidence that teams who are doing well are the teams that normally have crowds behind them that don't really, they're bickering at them and whatever. But Liverpool, for example, say Trent. Trent has lost a lot of confidence from the Southampton match. The last kick of the game, last year he would have crossed that into the box. What did he do? He passed it to Thiago because he lacked that confidence. It doesn't happen in sport. It doesn't matter who you are.
Right.
It happens in
What
sport.
point are you making, though, Clobby?
But what I'm saying is about your team, Andy.
Yeah.
You missed a golden opportunity to get ahead of Liverpool.
We're still ahead of you by 3 points.
But hang on a minute. Wait a minute.
Right.
Listen. Look at the table. Look at the matches coming up now.
Yeah.
Leicester's playing Chelsea tomorrow. If Leicester win, they go above you by 1 point.
And you dropped to 5th.
And we drop to 5th. Exactly. Everton have got a game over us. They could go above us. So suddenly we could be in 6th or 7th place.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The point I'm saying is if you'd have won yesterday, you would have been 6 points.
Why are you
ahead
worried
of us.
about us? Why aren't you worried about you?
I'm just saying.
Well, don't worry about us, because at the moment we're top of the Premier League and you're 3 points behind us.
Andy, I'm not talking about Liverpool. I'm talking about be careful of thinking of us and basically...
Clobby, I'll tell you the difference. United are going for top 4. United are going for top 4. You're trying to retain the Premier League title, Clobby.
You were forgetting about Man City.
No, Clobby, listen. United aren't meant to win the Premier League this year, right? Liverpool are meant to retain it.
You're going to win it.
Pardon?
I've had so many Man United fans say they're going to win it.
Yeah, but we're not meant to. The bookies say we're not going to win it, and the normal man on the street says it's not United's year to win it.
You had an opportunity to basically knock the stuffing out of Liverpool, right?
Okay.
But we, under Klopp...
Clobby, the worst Liverpool side in 3 years.
No.
All right, okay, if that's not, tell me which team is. What was the worst Liverpool side in the last 3 years, if that one isn't?
The worst team in 3 years?
Liverpool side, yeah.
The one before Klopp for
3 years. 3 years.
No, this is Liverpool. This is as vulnerable and as off colour Liverpool have been in the last 3 years. There's no question of that.
Vulnerable, definitely vulnerable.
Clobby, listen, Clobby, here's my question, right?
Go on.
If this isn't the worst Liverpool side in the last 3 years, tell me which one is.
In the last 3 years?
Yeah.
Well, there hasn't been. That's the whole point.
So this is the worst one.
Look, you can't say that the team is worse than last year or worse than last year.
You can, Clobby. They absolutely you can.
You're about 20 points off last year.
Steve, come on, you're being silly now. You're being silly.
See what happens
you
at
haven't
the
scored.
end of the season.
Steve,
Yeah?
you haven't scored a goal in 3 games. When was the last time that happened for Klopp?
Look,
Klopp.
what I'm
God,
saying
you got me out
is that we are vulnerable. But by saying that we are the worst, it's because basic players are not playing in the right
Well, for whatever reason, Clobby, it's the worst Liverpool side in 3 years, Clobby.
What does Jenny think anyway? When you said that to Jenny, what does she say?
She agreed with me. She agreed with me.
Can we speak to her?
Huh?
Can we
no,
speak?
She's sleeping at the moment.
Wake her up.
If I wake her up,
Wake up, Jenny.
No. But basically, she knows exactly how I feel about it. She knows exactly what to say at the right
What about
time.
the manager?
And
Is he
the fact
worried?
of the matter is,
Is the manager worried?
the manager's not worried. I think he's concerned. He's not worried. He's concerned. More. And if I go through all the Liverpool, on the websites and everything, we are concerned, but we're not worried. We are concerned, but we need to get a good performance against Burnley just to get a little bit of confidence back again. It's like in anything, in sport, in life, you have to learn to go through the rough all the time. And Liverpool going through a slight rough period. We have to learn to get through it. You can't have things all your way all the time.
I think it's Jenny from the club. Jenny from the cop. Kloppy could just go on and on and on for days, bless him.